Good evening everybody, Can't Biker here. Just heading home from work on a lovely evening on the back bike. Luckily the back bike is still working. For those of you who don't know, I had a bit of an issue with it the other day. It's actually mine and Mrs. C's 12th wedding anniversary the other day. And we said we'd go out for a ride because it was a nice day. Pulled the bike out of the garage, turned the key, lights came on, horn tooted, and tyres were perfectly inflated still, weirdly, because the bike hadn't actually been out for about 6 or 7 weeks because I've been using the other one in the nasty weather. So the inflation was perfect, the tyre pressures. Checked the tyres were alright, all good for going out for a little ride. Started the bike up and it wouldn't start. And the battery had gone not flat, but getting flat enough that it wouldn't start. So I tried charging it for a couple of hours, but it was having none of it. So I was a bit worried, but all working now. So I've been out to work on it, and I've taken a colleague for a ride as well this lunchtime, which was quite amusing. His first go ever on a bike other than a 50cc moped. So quite an eye-opener for him. He thought he had a fast car, but now he's experienced what fast means. It was a weird one the other day. Because it was the anniversary, I went out to buy an anniversary card. And because my anniversary is very close to Valentine's Day, I was getting a Valentine's Day card as well, as you do. And I don't know what it is with cards. I'm intrigued to know what you think. But the anniversary cards were appalling. And it almost made me think, do young people not get married anymore? Because every card I saw, and I looked in 3 different shops, every card I saw was absolutely miserable. It was almost, well, we're married now, that's our lives over. They were all, I mean, there's one that I picked up and it had quite a nice picture on it. I thought, alright, let's have a look at this. And the bit inside was all, well, we might not go out anymore, and we might not be fit enough to do the things we used to do, and we might be falling apart, and I didn't quite go on, but it felt like it was heading towards it. We're maybe just sat here waiting for death, but at least we're waiting for death together. Absolutely terrible. I don't want to be, I mean, I'm not that old. I'm old compared to a lot of people, but compared to another lot, I'm quite young. But I certainly don't feel like I'm at the point of waiting for death yet. Just because I've been married 12 years. Crazy. I don't want to be one of these people who sits around waiting for death. I want to be out there on my bike. I remember talking to Huggy Bryn last year, and he was saying about this might be the last couple of years on a bike because he wants to give up when he reaches a certain age, and I couldn't believe he was anywhere near that age. I think he's making it up myself. But that's the kind of person I want to be, like total legend, still out on a bike, right up until the point where I can't ride one anymore. And then I might get a trike or one of those mobility scooters that looks like a Harley. But yeah, I was looking at them, thought they were absolutely blooming miserable. And anyway, I found one eventually. I found the least bad card. I thought, right, Valentine's Day. So I started working my way across the Valentine's Day cards. Clearly, they're aimed at selling them to women and girls, because there were about 3 to my wife's and lots of to my husband's. I felt slightly conspicuous stood in front of the one stand that was mainly to my husband, and this little section in the corner to my wife. So I thought it was a bit dismal, but you know, I suppose men are not exactly card buyers generally. Well, that's certainly the stereotype. But then I got into some really weird ones. So I thought, well, these to my wife ones are all pretty much of the same ilk of be my Valentine in my last remaining years of life. Wife. I thought, right, I'll move across to the other ones, to just the general be my Valentines, and they were all right. You know, I found quite a good one actually. But on the way across, I found some really weird ones. Some that were slightly disturbing. I mean, it started with not too weird, but not right. So, to my mother, on Valentine's Day, and it was clearly supposed to be from a girl to a mother. Now that's just not right. Valentine's Day, you know, I'm sure parents and children, you know, love each other, but not in that way. That's not the point. Valentine's Day is a bit fruitier than that, isn't it? Well, certainly once you're past, you know, 10 years old or 12 years old. But so that just seemed wrong. And then there was to my father, and that was clearly from a girl as well. Then there was to my daughter, that was supposed to be from a man, and it all got a bit Jimmy Savile. I was kind of expecting to say one, you know, to my young daughter, or to my young friend from Uncle Jimmy, and it just seemed a bit weird. What do you think? But I think it all went wrong when they started deciding they were going to make things up. Mother's Day is, you know, I'll get my mother a Mother's Day card and a present, but I don't agree with the whole idea of to my wife on Mother's Day, to my daughter on Mother's Day. What's that all about? It's supposed to be a present for your mother, not just for a mother, not just anybody's mother. To my next door neighbour who happens to be fertile on Mother's Day. You know, what's this all about? It's all wrong. Anyway, that's going to be my catchphrase, isn't it? Anyway, tell me what you think in them there comments. This might have been a quick one, so I'm going to shut up and see if I can make it a quick one. So thanks for watching, everyone. Ride safe, and I'll talk to you all again soon. I won't send you a card.